Good morning, gang. We're going diving and fishing. We're gonna get the gills wet. It's been a while, but the conditions are perfect. Seems like a good day to have a good day on the water. Hopefully we get lucky and the fish are curious, too curious for their own good, and we can get some cool clips for you guys. Loading it when a lot of people think I'm loading it right there, but it's like pre-tension. You clip it here. This gun was made in South Africa. Coatesmates. Beautiful guns. I'm not sponsored. I bought this thing, but it works really good, so I'll give them some love. But when you load it, you load from here. You get it in your hip because it's kind of long. Pull and then adjust to here, and then latch to here. And it's called a double roller. And this thing's a laser. I've shot everything from little goatfish to giant onos. So it's kind of a well-rounded weapon here. So, first things first, load up the ski. Check your plugs. I've driven out of the harbor before with my plugs open like this. And your craft will fill up with water if you do that. So, put in the plugs, gearing up, and then we'll cut to headed out there. I like to troll like this sometimes downwind. It's it. Alright, we'll talk to you soon. You too. Filming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no pressure.
Yeah. Alright, so today we were kind of just doing a last minute dive, and we were hoping to get lucky. I was kind of targeting ukus, goatfish, moo, and whatever else came through, but this was my first warm-up drop of the morning. Saw a cool school of eagle rays. This one was kind of letting me get close. These things are always really cool to check out. Sometimes too you'll get lucky and see some fish following them. Fast forward to not seeing much for a little bit, and then we got super lucky and this ono came passing by and he didn't really seem super interested. And I threw my flasher, and sure enough, he just turned in and just did exactly what you hoped they would do. I was able to get a really good shot and starts taking drag, and my reel locks up and cinched down on itself and just gets yanked out of my hands. Right here I'm watching my gun just take off. I'm like, oh my God, there goes my gun. And by a miracle, the thing just hooks around and starts like swimming back in circles, and I'm just chasing it. And we cut this clip up because it was a really long clip, but I was chasing it for a few minutes, and I'm swimming as hard as I can without trying to spook it here. Like, I'm trying to not kick and splash, and I didn't even want to look at it because I was scared to make eye contact and maybe scare it. And right here, I know it's about to run any second. Get my hands on the gun, and it just starts beelining again. And it's dragging me at the surface here. if you can like tell the bubbles flying up past the GoPro. I'm like straight getting dragged, and I was super worried I was gonna rip out the shaft out of the fish this whole time. So I'm trying to kick as hard as I can the direction the fish is swimming to not put so much pressure on it. But my reel's completely locked, so I was trying to loosen the drag. Didn't find out till later that it was wrapped around and cinched on itself, so no matter how loose the drag was, it wasn't gonna let line out. And it happens, you know, it's not the first time it's happened, and it probably won't be the last, but that's spearfishing. Sometimes things go right and sometimes things go wrong. But so right here I'm just kind of trying my best to really baby this fish, and I'm also keeping an eye out for sharks because it's been vibrating and fighting, and there's been a lot of sharks around lately stealing fish, so it's kind of a lot going on. And right here I'm still wondering what's going on with my drag as I'm trying to like really gently put pressure on this fish. And anybody who's shot Onos before knows they're one of the strongest fish in the world, and their skin is so soft and their meat is so soft. So the entire fight, I think it was like a little over 5 minutes long, I was really worried that it was gonna just rip out. And right here I'm slowly pulling it in. Finally got my hands on the fish. Still don't feel safe. Like until I brain the fish and like bleed it out, I never feel like I can celebrate just yet. So right here I'm wrestling my hands into the gills. Finally I'm able to get my knife out, and I start trying to bleed this thing and brain it, put it out of its misery as fast as possible. And right here is when I'm finally starting to like feel like, okay, I got this fish. And yeah, that was one of the craziest things I've ever had happen to me diving. I've had a lot of amazing dives in my life, but this was probably the luckiest, craziest, just start to finish dive ever. And then right here, just kind of like untangling, I finally had bled the fish out, brained it. Now it's secure, time to celebrate. Me and Scott high five. I'm just cheering and just in disbelief. It was Scott's first time ever going out to blue water. And I told him, I was like, an Ono would be like the absolute best case scenario, but you know how it is, like you can have high hopes, but like no expectations. Yeah, so I actually wanted to show you guys this clip because you finally get to see what happened, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton of comments about like, what a loser, this guy doesn't know how to dive, blah blah blah. But my reel line was loose and it wrapped around the reel and cinched down on itself, and that's why it was like, it was taking line slowly and then it just bit, and it just had so much pull from a super fresh Ono first run. Like those things run so hard. In that split second I felt like I had such a good shot, but I was so worried about yanking it out, and it all just happened so fast. Like I probably just should have just held on, but you know, I'm a gambling man, and it worked out. So yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but whatever. We landed the fish, and I was super happy the way it worked out. that was a fast one, but it worked out great. We got kind of exactly what I was hoping for. I said Ono would be at the top, then maybe big uku, nice yellow spot, some big goatfish. And of course, because we weren't prepared for an Ono, we ran into one in the first hour. And I shot the thing and my drag was super loose, and I made sure I always keep my drag loose when I shoot big fish because I want to like give it lots of play, especially Onos. They're really strong and really soft. So I shot this thing, it starts pulling and then just bites, and I like, it was like a subconscious thought where I didn't want to pull too hard because I've lost Onos before and they're just like, it's so easy to rip out your shaft out of the body. And I just like let go of my gun, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my gun. The Ono just took off, and I was like, I don't know, we're in like 100 feet of water. Thing just darts, and I'm like kicking as hard as I can, and it starts turning, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it might come back around. So I start kind of like trying to cut it off, and it comes up and it goes up and then back down, and by miracle I got my gun. And it's insane. If we didn't have footage, I feel like no one would believe what happened, but hopefully the GoPro clip's good, hopefully Scott's clip's good. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, because that was one of the crazier things I've ever had in my life while diving. And it all worked out perfect. So I'm super stoked. Now we got food to feed the family and friends, and maybe we'll take you guys along for the whole journey, start to finish. Maybe even chef something up, who knows? We're gonna get crazy here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this stuff. I really wanna like separate myself from other surf channels because I like to consider myself a waterman. I'm not just a surfer. I'm not just like this one track thing. And I just grew up surfing, fishing, hunting, diving, and yeah, I like to be known as like an overall waterman. So I'm gonna just show more everyday life stuff like this, and I hope you guys like it. This guys, I wish I had a scale. I guess I'll just do halves. And you cut down that way, you got your beautiful little cuts. And cut out that bloodline. That's that gold right there. Boom, straight to ice. Skin, it's like really soft. So when you put a metal shaft in it, it's fighting that hard, like they rip out so easy. That's why this whole thing was kind of a miracle that everything worked out. Here's that spine. I try to just, it's like a little lump, so I try to go just over it and down. See Tracy's ribs, and then that spine sticks up just a tiny bit. So I kind of go back and forth, turning the fish. And this was actually really good chum on a belly. Some people eat it, but Sometimes there's little parasites in there, but it's really good chum for diving, for ukus, even sometimes onos again. Let's go about there. It's a nice slab. Little perfect gift bag for whoever is lucky enough to get a nice slab of ono from me and Scott.
What are you doing when you wrap it in the paper towels?
I couldn't give you the scientific breakdown, but it helps when you keep it dry and then really cold. It helps keep the meat from breaking down faster. So like, I try and get it cut, try and keep it super clean, dry it off, wrap it up tight like this, straight to ice. Like in here, get it really cold, keep it dry, and because I think when it's wet, for some reason the moisture like makes the meat kind of like mushy, and it just breaks down, and it seems like it gets older faster, or it expires faster. So I don't even remember where I seen that, but a lot of people do it, and it works. Got a little pile there. Straight to ice. Oily oils. It's the gold. Yeah, so I was just telling Scott, there's hundreds of ways to cut fish. This is how I do it. I'm not gonna give you guys like a how-to, because there's gonna be people who are saying I'm doing it completely wrong and whatever, but it works. It's beautiful. We're getting some beautiful slabs. If you come and look at the spine here, I try to not leave meat on the bones. You could always come back and scoop the very little pieces that are left. I'll scoop it, throw it in a bowl, and then I make like a spicy poke, or it'll be a spicy ono poke, but because it doesn't have to be like perfect beautiful cuts. Tastes great and you don't waste anything. You do this and then give it to a friend, that's real love, because you went out, killed it, you prep everything, and you make it pretty and easy and give it to them like this. This is like, try to feel that, that's 2 pounds.
Oh yeah,
maybe
easy
more.
2 pounds, maybe
Yeah,
more.
it's like pure A-grade sashimi. So my people, if you get this, you know I love you. Okay, there we go. It's our last final cuts. And if you come and look at this, get in here. There's not too much meat at all left on the spine. Try to get every last bit, and then I'll use that belly meat for chum to bring more fish in, and nothing gets wasted. Everything's bagged, organized, clean. I'm actually not done yet. I gotta deal with that carcass. For those scrap pieces, and then my neighbors are gonna be stoked on that trash can. Smelling great.
Wow.
Oily oils, baby. Oh yeah, that's cool. This company just gave me this knife. So yeah. Lots of love for them.
What company is it?
Quiet Carry.
What do you got here?
This is like a, I'm kind of trying to copy the Tahitian style carpaccio. I haven't, to be completely honest, it's good, but I haven't like nailed it. Like, I don't know what they do. I feel like I'm missing something. The ginger definitely helped. I love ginger, so I go kind of hard with it, but yeah, it's good. It's really simple. It's Hawaiian salt, a little bit of pepper, ginger, a little cilantro, olive oil, and really fresh fish.
This is yellow spot papio, and this is mu, two really great reef fish sashimi, and it's done as nigiri. But he can show you how to eat it. Oh, you're eating Uncle Eli's chicken already too, huh? Yeah, give it a little dip. It might be spicy, but you got it, buddy. If it's too spicy, we can get on the main plate. Thank you, Eli. Thank you.
Places
Here's
like
Scott.
that.
Totally. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. That kiawe flavor is so insane, huh?
Like right away before I even like bit into it.
It's just like this exact like recipe of how much water and rice to cook it with, and then the vinegar and sugar mixture to put in after to make it a sushi rice. I feel like that probably helps it stick. I don't know, I just did it once and it came out perfect, and it was right when I was writing the cookbook, so I actually measured it and wrote it down.
Okay, yeah.
And since then I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to that because same.
All right, guys. That was a epic adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could do me and Scott a favor and like and subscribe, share the video, tell your people. We're trying to grow, and we're gonna keep pumping out content for you guys. Our season's about to start, so surfing, diving, training, hunting, we do it all, and I appreciate you guys a lot more than you know, so thank you for the support. I'll see you soon.